Yes, it has been a challenge so far in the Jodi Arias jury selection. Many prospective jurors recognize the convicted killer. Trial reporter Jen Wood, who was in the courtroom yesterday, tweeted this. Many hands went up for anyone that saw trial and media coverage. But is that a reason to dismiss jurors in the penalty phase? Attorney Jeffrey Everett Gold tweeted, Jodi Arias is guilty. It's not a reason to excuse jurors. It's about the death penalty. And our friend Nancy Grace joining us now to talk about that. Nancy, I don't think many of us are surprised that people know exactly who Jodi is, right?
Well, of course not. I mean, she's been her own PR publicity machine. She's gotten out there tweeting, doing interviews against the wishes and advice of her lawyers, constantly Facebooking, putting her art, even her glasses just sold on eBay for $1,000.
Wow.
I mean, she's putting herself out there, and now she is complaining that people have heard of her. Well, I guess they have. But here's the thing about striking the jury, and I've struck so many juries, I don't even know how many I've struck. Even though someone has heard of the case, then this is a legal term, you rehabilitate. Now, that has, used in our regular vernacular, but legally, what that means is that when the juror has a problem and they can't sit on the jury, you have the ability to rehabilitate that juror. For instance, if I said, Susan, have you ever heard of the Jodi Arias case? Well, of course I have. But let me ask you this, Madam Juror. Is it possible for you to follow the law? Don't you want to follow the law? Yes, it is. Well, the law says you must put aside what you know, and you must listen to the facts and evidence as they come from the witness stand, and you must base your opinion on that. That's what the Constitution requires. Can you uphold the Constitution? Well, of course you can uphold the Constitution. So you rehabilitate the jurors' answers to make it appropriate for them to sit on the jury. They can strike a jury here.
Well, Nancy, speaking of the jurors, this time around, Travis Alexander's family in the last trial did not hide the fact that they wanted death for Jodi. Will they be able to address the jury this time around for the second penalty phase?
Absolutely, they will be able to. Their feelings have not changed, I'm sure. And when I spoke to them, I learned the sacrifices that they were making. They don't live at the locale of the trial. They live in another town. They have to basically leave their jobs, their homes, camp out for the duration of the trial, and they are doing that to support Travis.
All right, Nancy, appreciate that so much. We'll be watching the show tonight.